You see, oftentimes, when someone dies, the soul will block out any memory of the death to avoid the pain, and it will only be left with the memories of the life. You see, that's why you're here. You still remember everything.
What's wrong with that? Is it such a crime to remember?
If you're ever going to move on into your next life, you'll need to forget. You keep hanging on to your emotions.
You have too many feelings.
I'm young. Of course I have too many feelings. Fear, anger, I've been there. I used to get so angry sometimes. It felt like steam was pouring out of my eye sockets. And I know what it's like to be paralyzed with fear. So much that it pains you to think. These feelings, they'll never go away. I've lived a short lifetime of ups and downs. Granted, they were mostly downs, but all of that work, all of that suffering, only led me here, wherever here is. For some reason, this is where I'm destined to be. This is where I'm supposed to be in my life. I was always meant to be somewhere at some time. And at some point, I realized a crucial fact. Life isn't centered on me. It never is. I'm no Marilyn Monroe, Einstein, Da Vinci. I'm insignificant. What's my purpose, huh? Once I started accepting my fate, I realized something else. Things always seem to fall into place. There's always some part I have to play. I'm just an extra in someone else's movie. So what's the use? What's the use of anything? What's the use when you know there's some master plan, and no matter how hard you try, you may never be happy, or fulfilled, or prosperous? But you know what? That doesn't matter. I'm only a pawn, a tool, a lump of useless flesh. So, what's the point of growing, and building, and imagining, when you have to forget it all and start over?
Don't you understand? Don't you realize the soul never ends? This is why you move on. There's a whole new life ahead of you.
I don't want it. I don't want any new life. I just want to go home.
You know, this isn't the first time we've seen you here. The last time we saw you was, well, 16 years ago. You were standing right there, just as reluctant to move on as you are now. You're too attached to your old life. You wouldn't have even experienced your last one if you hadn't moved on last time.
And those memories you treasure so much, they wouldn't have occurred at all.
How do I know you're telling the truth?
What did you think happens after you die? How about a game of chess?
I don't really feel like playing chess right now.
Please, it'll take your mind off things.
You move?
Ah, an excellent beginning move.
A very fine start to a chess game.
Knight to f3.
Excellent.
Very good.
You know, it isn't so bad to move on.
Yes, really.
Is it enough to want to let it go? If I could, I would.
If you really wanted it,
It'd be gone.
And until then,
We wait.
is it difficult to be you? I mean, you never get to experience things like I do.
Well, in some ways it's second nature to us. There are, of course, a couple of complications, but sometimes we can't do anything about it. Check.
Don't you ever wish you could be more?
we can't be anything more than we already are. We're everything, and we live vicariously through all. It's the most satisfying thing to be one with everything. Have you ever felt like you were part of something greater?
I don't know. I can't remember ever feeling like that.
It's the greatest feeling in the world.
You can feel every heartbeat, see every creation, taste, smell, and hear all the wonderful things of the earth.
Wow. Sounds breathtaking.
It is.
I can't remember the last time I played chess. It must have been a really long time ago.
You're beginning to forget. You're finally moving on.
No, I don't want to forget. I thought maybe I had a chance of going back to the way things were, but I can't even remember the way things were.
It's not so bad to forget. The game tends to make you do that. You get so wrapped up in it that all the other things seem, well,
Trivial.
unimportant,
Insignificant.
inconsequential,
Petty.
minor,
Irrelevant.
have no great concern.
Obsolete.
Chet,
What was your earliest memory?
come again?
Your earliest memory, what was it?
My earliest memory. It's here. I know it is.
It's all right to forget.
No, I should remember. I don't want to forget, please.
What time did you go out then?
I don't want to play this game anymore.
We're almost finished. It's your move.
There. Are you happy? You've taken a lot of my pieces, and I have practically nothing left.
You know, it isn't so bad to move on.
Not at all. It's more like, fine.
I thought you said I couldn't do that here.
Your move.
Is something wrong?
No, it's just... all of a sudden, I forgot how to play chess.